Bus Tour alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one.
Teddy, if I put two fighters in front of you and said you can train, both of these guys have equal talent, but you can train the lefty or you can train the righty, who would you pick?
Well, usually the lefty has a little advantage because you haven't seen them too often. And that's always going to be something that's going to really serve them a little bit. But they might not have an advantage in the business end of it. A lot of guys won't fight your fighter. And then what are you going to do?
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Macho.
We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
He missed that uppercut. To the belt line he goes with a left hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Final 10 seconds of round number one. And that round comes to an end. And you know, I've turned to you many times throughout our careers broadcasting together and said, why is this guy not throwing punches? I just don't get it, Teddy.
Well, there's two reasons usually. One is he's not in shape. In this case, I think he's in shape. He doesn't want to throw. I know that boggles your mind, too. What do you mean he doesn't want to throw? You're thinking to yourself, he's a fighter. He's in the ring. He knows that he has to throw punches. But if he throws punches, he also has to put himself in a position where the guy's going to throw back. That means he has to take more chances. And some guys would rather not take those chances.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Big shot, the right came clean. He is stunned there, and now he ties up.
He ties up, and he was allowed to tie up, and that's what he's going to be sorry for, the other guy, that he allowed himself to get grabbed.
Well, this can become a bore, and he's making a decision to do it as he ties up again. Crawford's just looking to get it done on the back end here, Teddy.
Yeah, he is. He's just waiting to set a trap. You know, he's trying to get his opponent to walk in where he can make a miss and bang, spring it on him.
Move out of there. Get up.
And he decides to tie up again. Both men digging in with uppercuts. Blood's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Not able to land the headshot. To the head he goes with a left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Crawford. Start of a new round. Macho's making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
Move! Good right hand. Oh, and they decide to trade there. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Keep doing what you're doing.
He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Still not moving enough. Move!
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Macho's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. And he clinches yet again. Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching. Crawford's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Macho's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Nice block by Macho. Macho's able to land a good, solid left hand. Blood's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Macho's off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
Keep working the body.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Really frustrating his opponent now. Blood's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
You got one.
He brings it downstairs with the hook. He just missed that shot up top. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Crawford. 4th round now with his last 10 seconds. Good step back counter punch there.
Keep your counter.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Blood's eye is now cut. That could be a real detriment. He missed with that headshot. Accurate counter punch by Macho. Halfway into round number 5 here.
Head body. Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Blood's doing really well on the outside.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice strike after catching one by Macho. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round.
Move.
The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Tired.
Macho's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher, but in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
People. Side. Keep doing what you do.
Halfway through round 6. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
There you go. Look at it. Away from the corner. Get out of the corner. Move out
And
of
just
there.
grabbing onto his opponent. Look at that. The hook came home with ease. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. All that hard work in training camp, all those hours in the gym. Right now, between rounds, Crawford's grabbing one last breath before he goes out and does it again. It's paying off.
Yeah, right now he's glad he got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He wasn't then, but now he's glad he got up at 5 in the morning and ran those 5 miles.
Keep working the body.
Move your head. Tight.
Come on, baby.
Good.
Good defensive skill. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Macho's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Macho's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Back to the body.
Jump on it. Keep moving.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Nice one.
As we begin round number 8 here, it's clear-cut who's got the lead. He's been up since the opening bell on your scorecard, Teddy.
Well, look, I don't like to knock or in any way make fun of any fight. Anybody who can climb up those steps, get in the ring, they're a special person. But somebody needs to tell him it's okay to move your head once in a while.
Macho's whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Well-timed by Macho. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Keep it going.
Watch the hook.
And he engages in the clinch. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Macho.
Focus.
No, he missed that right. Crawford's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Blood's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to...
Macho's damaged by a left hand. He's going to need to dig deep right now because what we're seeing here is a fighter who's fading right in front of our eyes.
Well, he's going to need a shovel to go that deep.
Macho's now having to deal with a bloody nose, and that can be a real distraction, especially when it comes to your breathing. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that'll move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Macho's using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, you know, place those punches in the right spots.
How about that left hand? Wow! Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. Just what he needed, the bell to end that round. He was taking a lot of punishment there.
Well, if he hit a bad driver, you know, he was a golfer, you say he has to have a short memory. Forget about it. There's another hole coming up. Well, you have to have a short memory right here as a fighter. The only thing is...
And bang, and away he goes. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Crawford's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. He's just got a great grasp as to how to go about his plan.
Nice.
You're seeing more and more work to the body by Blood.
Well, he's going down to that basement, and he figures later on he'll be able to visit upstairs.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Keep on down.
Crawford's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut.
You're doing great.
Ten clicks of the talk. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
You need to create more chaos.
Well, this has not been a close fight, Teddy. Crawford's enjoying a big lead on your scorecard. I'll tell you another thing. He has paced himself. He has plenty left.
Yeah, he does. Right now, it's not his to win. We know that already.
That's what
It's
I
his to
wanna
lose.
see.
That's the only way he gets away.
Macho's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Come on, kid, focus.
There it is! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's over. This fight is over. Bloods bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Blood Crawford.
As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Crawford's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to make money. And